The laws of free will. Now, just like every technology has certain laws and principles that govern the working of that technology, even the spiritual technology has certain laws and principles that govern its efficient working. And in this chapter, we are familiarizing ourselves with the energetic laws of free will, if you will. So, if you are ready and curious enough to dig a little deeper, let's get into the four laws of free will. The first law of agreement, the second law of reflection, the third law of alignment, and the fourth law of timing. Let's get into it. The law of agreement. Now, what does the law of agreement mean? Everything that has been happening in your life, everything that you have been through in your life, every person, situation, circumstance has been agreed upon to by you. Everything in your reality has been agreed by your soul. So, to view this law, you need to view it from the soul level. You need to step up and above this 3D, fourth dimensional character of yours and anchor in to the fifth dimensional, energetic, eternal essence of yours, if you will. You need to view this from the infinite perspective, if you will. So, what is the infinite perspective? Well, when your soul agreed with Source to have this human experience, it also agreed with Source to have the whole experience, the infinite experience. And what's the infinite experience? All the experiences that are coming from separated consciousness of the mind, and all the experiences that have been gifted to you by your unity consciousness, by the unity consciousness of the soul, of the source. So, this entire mix of experiences in the infinite field of experience is what the infinite experience is. Too much infinity is there. But you got the point, right? Look at it like a sphere of experience, which is your matrix, the whole sphere of it. Yeah. And which does not have an end. That sphere just is eternally expanding, and your soul is at the center of it, the 0 point. So that whole experience has been agreed upon too, including and especially the experiences of pain, limitation, suffering, and all the things that you would ask, why on earth would I say yes to this? Well, it was just for you to wake up from this duality of life to the one absolute reality of truth. It was for the great awakening, if you will. Well, right now, Earth is moving through such a Earth time space continuum of energy field that one does not have to go through such pain. to have an awakening. Just mere presence is enough for a deep awakening to happen, for a huge awakening to happen. So that's the potential of the energy right now that we are on. But you said yes. The soul said yes to everything. Yeah. So if that has anchored inside you, then we are ready to move to the next law. The law of reflection. So, the law of reflection is stating that your external world experience is a mirror of how much of your internal world reality is in alignment with the divine. Now, don't confuse this to what the external reality is. The external reality is not even the point, that is not what we are talking about. But it's how you feel about it, it's the experience of that reality, is what we are talking about, and it's what our feedback is. Now, let me explain this a little deeper. So, you are present in this world reality of yours, external world reality, that you have created consciously and unconsciously for yourself. And you have an experience of it, and that experience is made known to you by your feelings. And it's these feelings that are reflected back to you from that reality. And it's these feelings that serve you as the mirror. Yes, your feelings are your feedback system. Your feelings is the mirror. Now, what is it that it is reflecting back to you? It is your internal world alignment, the extent of its alignment, and the depth of its alignment. It is showing you the choices that you've made, which come from your emotions, that come from your thoughts, that come from your beliefs, which come from your vibrational alignment or misalignment. So now you understand that there is no point you trying to go out there and meddling with the external reality, trying to change that job, that relationship, trying to change that home, that place, going on trips. Trying to meddle anything on the outside is not what you want. Not even changing your beliefs and thoughts. And it might work to a great extent in manipulating your external reality when you work from the mind, because the mind is so powerful and you see people getting all what they want, but still you will find them telling you that there is this something missing. I have all of this from the outside, but there is this something missing, because it did not come from what you are, which is not your mind. You are the soul. So the cure here is the vibrational alignment, your vibrational alignment with your soul truth, with source, is what our cure is over here. And what will help us in doing this is this law, the law of reflection. It reflects your will. It shows you where it is aligned or misaligned with the divine. And if you're ready, let's move on to the next law, the law of alignment. The law of alignment. Now, just as the name suggests, this law is very simple. It means that more aligned your will is with the divine, more closer you are to your soul truth, does grace flow into your life more effortlessly. Yes, so more you are in line to the divine, grace flows into your life more effortlessly, more efficiently, and more enormously. This alignment makes everything work for you. All the timelines of your life just automatically line up. The divine timing sets up for you organically, and everything just works out for you. So, whenever you find yourself or you find a dimension of your life where you observe some friction of fear, that's only because you have been misaligned from your divine, from the divine will, from your soul truth. Now, let me give you an analogy of a meter, right? Like you see a meter, and at the center, the 0 point is what the divine will is, and the needle that is aligned with that zero is your will, which is aligned. So, any deviation from the center point, any deviation from the 0 point to the left or right, good or bad, right or wrong, any side, doesn't matter the side, is you deviating to the duality, is you being distracted from your center, from your source, from your soul. So any deviation from your center, from your soul, makes you experience that distortion in your life as friction, and then you will just find yourself making your life more efforting than working, more exhausting than exciting, more dead than alive, and more time consuming than time creating, if you will. And that takes me to our next law, the law of timing. Let's get into it. The law of divine timing. Now, this law means that free will is present only in the divine timing, which means that it is not a time thing, it is not a time construct thing, it's a timing thing. It's knowing, or rather, it begins with knowing that right now, right here, is the best that can be happening for you. Right now is what you exactly need to be happening to you. Now, it might not seem to be the best, but it is for the best. It is for the best to be happening. Despite it to be looking otherwise, it is you holding that knowing that right now is exactly what needs to be, what you need to be in for what is meant to be happening for you, for what is meant to be becoming of you. Right? Are you getting me? That right now it's like a playground, it's like a field of however it looks like or feels like. It is the exact field that you need right now for the making of whatever is in the making for you. Right now you have all the clarity that you need to make or not make the next move. It cannot be anything better or different than right now. Not a single detail. It is knowing that everything is coming together in the divine timing, which is present right now. It's just like the blooming of the flowers and falling of the leaves. The divine will does not miss a single soul beat. It is all just so divinely orchestrated that not a single destined note can be missed by a single soul. Now, if you ask me, Nikki, well, I don't think the best has happened to me yet, or I don't know it will ever happen or not. Well, if the best has not yet happened to you, in your perspective of best, that's because you are not ready for it yet. It's not the time for it yet. Or more precisely, you are not it yet. So it's knowing that a delay in the happening of your so called best does not mean the denial of it or the rejection of it. This is all just a spiritual intuitive delay, which is the divine timing. And why is this delay? It is for the protection of your own soul print, which is very divine, precious, protection from yourself, actually, to begin with. So that it is held in a time space reality where it is cherished genuinely, gracefully, and enormously. Yeah. So just know that the delay in earth time is the keeper of the divine timing. Okay? Everything is coming together. It is. It is all coming together in God's good time. It is. Okay. 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 I think I heard the okay. All right, let's close this now. Closing this chapter by remembering the four laws of free will. The first law of agreement. Your soul said yes. It said yes to everything. It said yes to the whole experience. It said yes. You said yes to the infinite experience, if you will. The second law of reflection. Everything in your outer world experience reality is a reflection, is a mirror of your internal world alignment with the divine. The third law of alignment. The more aligned you are with the divine, more effortless and graced your life is. More smooth and sweet your life becomes. And last but not the least, the fourth law of timing. Right now, right here, in this space, everything is perfectly made for you. It is exactly where you need to be. And everything that is meant to be, that is destined to be felt and experienced by you, lived by you, is in the becoming, is in the making, and is arriving for you in good God's timing. Well, this has been a very rich chapter, so I would invite you to soak in this for a while until you remember the knowing in your own unique way before you move ahead to the next chapter. I love you, and I'll see you on the other side.